Hello everyone, welcome to SirParts Online and welcome to our Java programming series. And we are now in topic 23, it's Java Scope. Okay, so let's start. Do not forget to subscribe and ring the bell so that you could get the latest videos on SirParts Online. Okay, let's start. Java Scope Code. So in Java, variables are only accessible inside the region they are created. This is called scope. So for our method scope, variables declared directly inside a method are available anywhere in the method following the line of code in which they were declared. So as you can see here, we have our sample code here. Public class scope code. This is our main method. And as you can see here, there is a single line comment. Code here cannot use y. So because we were not able to create that particular variable, so we could not use that here above this particular statement. So the statement is int y equals 50. So above this particular statement, you cannot use that like here, no? And this one, as you can see, this comment code here can use y. This one, system.out.println y. And let's try to run this program. It will display 50, of course. So file, save, then let's click the run, and there's an error. So what's the error? Unclosed comment. So let's try to fix that. In our code, we were not able to close the comment. Okay, where is that? Okay, here we go. We were not able to close this one. And let's go back to the code and let's save and run. Okay, so you have here. So let's have an experiment. If you are going to type a code here, let's try to type system.out.println, then we will print the y, variable y, and what will happen. So let's run. Okay, there's an error. That is why you cannot use y. As you can see in the error, Java 14 error cannot find symbol y. You have the correct symbol here. This is above number 6 in your keyboard. It indicates that this particular y is not part, no? It's not part of the scope. So to fix that, you are going to delete this one. You're going to delete this one, or temporarily we could probably have a single line comment to display that, to prevent this error. So let's try to click save and then run again. Okay, there you go. It is saved. Okay, so I hope this is very clear to you, the scope, no, in the method. So you can only use that here on this particular method main, the y. And let's proceed to our next example. So our next example is still about scope and scope. So a block of code refers to all the code between curly braces. Variables declared inside blocks of code are only accessible by the code between the curly braces, which follows the line in which the variable was declared. So we have here our example. Let's try to delete some of the multi-line comments. There you go. We have this. We have our name of the class, scope code. Here, code here cannot use y because y is declared inside this curly braces. This is a block of code, no? And as you can see here, this is a multi-line comment. This is a block. This is a block. This is the beginning of our block of code. And then same as what we've discussed before, you cannot use y here because you cannot use a particular what you call this one variable if it is not declared. So the declaration starts here, int y equals 50, and that is why you can only use y here on this particular code. Here can use y. You have the system.out.println y, and this one is the end of the code, and after that you cannot use y. So first, let's try to create a code here. System.out.println y, and let's try to run this code. Save and run the code. There you go. There's the error. Cannot find symbol because the scope is not included in our code. As you can see here, the scope of y is not part of the block of code. That also includes here, even though this is inside the code, but it is not defined. It is used before it was declared, so therefore it would create an error. So let's try to run this. Okay, so you have here Java 41. Maybe you are asking what is that 41, Java 41. So I guess that's the line of code. This is line 41. As you can see here below, line 41 column 13, that is the location. So that makes that program error. So another thing is here, let's see here, you cannot, at this particular line of code, you cannot use y. So let's try to create a code for that. System.out.println y. Let's try to save and run. And as you can see here, our location is at the back of your notepad. You can see here line 50. So the error would be on line 50. Let's try to run the code. Okay, there you go. You can see here scope code.java, line 50, and then error cannot find symbol y. So the scope, it's not part of the scope on your code. So that's why what is inside this one, inside our block, you can only use that particular variable. So let's try to disable this. Let's try to run that program again for the last time, and there you go, there's 50. So okay, thank you very much for watching our topic number 23. It's very easy. It's a discussion about the scope of our variables. What you're going to, you cannot use a variable without declaring it, and then you can use that only after you declare, and then make sure that that particular variable is inside. If you use the block scope, no, that should be inside the what you call this one, the curly braces. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something today for our tutorial about Java scope, and I hope feel free to comment so that I could know where are you now. You are now in our topic number 23, or if you have some difficulties in making your code, please feel free to comment so that I could help you with your journey in Java programming. Thank you very much, everyone, and always remember, learning is lifetime.